The rain hadn't stopped since dawn. Black umbrellas moved like shadows across the cemetery. I stood still, numb, staring at the casket lowering into the ground. My husband, Ethan Cole, gone at 38. Actor, husband, stranger. The cameras kept their distance, but their lenses cut through my grief like knives. He was famous, loved by millions. And yet, at this moment, I was the only one who truly knew him. Or thought I did. My fingers trembled as I held my phone, trying not to look. The screen buzzed once, a vibration sharp as a whisper. I looked down, a message. From Ethan. My heart stopped. The text read, "I am still alive. Trust no one." For a moment, I couldn't breathe. My knees went weak, the ground tilting beneath me. "Mrs. Cole?" The priest asked softly. "Are you all right?" I nodded, forcing a smile, hiding the phone inside my coat. My mind screamed, "Who has his phone? Is this a cruel joke?" The rain hit harder, blurring the world into a gray smear. I wanted to run, but I stayed. Cameras were still rolling, reporters waiting for tears. I couldn't fall apart, not here. The casket disappeared beneath the earth. I whispered goodbye, but the word tasted hollow. After everyone left, I walked alone to my car. My driver, Henry, opened the door. "Home, ma'am." I nodded. The phone buzzed again. "Unknown number. They're watching you." I froze. "Henry," I said quietly, "take the long way home." He glanced at me in the mirror. Something flickered in his eyes. "Of course, ma'am." My chest tightened. I couldn't tell if I could trust him. The rain outside turned the city into a blur of lights. I replayed Ethan's last night again and again in my head. The car crash, the explosion, the police, the closed casket. But no one had ever shown me his body. Identification was impossible, the detective had said. Was it, or was it staged? I opened Ethan's last email, 2 days before the crash. It had one line. "If anything happens, don't believe the news." My breath caught. I felt watched, like invisible eyes followed me through the streets. We pulled into the driveway of our Beverly Hills home. The mansion looked the same. Perfect, expensive, empty. I stepped out, clutching the phone like a lifeline. The message still glowed on the screen. "I am still alive. Trust no one." My heart pounded as I entered the house. Every corner held memories, laughter, arguments, secrets. The lights flickered once. "Henry?" I called. No answer. I turned back. The car was gone. My phone buzzed again. Unknown. "Don't be afraid. I'll explain everything soon." My hands shook. "Who are you?" I typed. No reply. I checked the front door, still locked. Upstairs something moved. A creak, a shadow. "Hello?" I whispered. Silence. I grabbed the fire poker from the fireplace. Step by step, I climbed the stairs. The hallway stretched like a tunnel. The door to Ethan's office was slightly open. I pushed it. The hinges groaned. His laptop sat on the desk, screen glowing. A video file was open. "Play Me," the title read. I hesitated, then pressed play. Ethan's face filled the screen, alive, breathing. "If you're watching this, Claire," he said, "then they think I'm dead. My eyes widened. I don't have much time, he continued. They're inside the studio. Don't call the police. My pulse raced. Who's they? I whispered to the empty room. Find the USB in my old camera case, Ethan said on screen. It has everything. Trust no one. The screen glitched, static, then darkness. A sound behind me, floorboards creaking. I spun around. A silhouette stood in the doorway. Mrs. Cole, a voice said, low, calm. The man stepped into the light. Black suit, cold eyes, government badge on his belt. Agent Monroe, he said, voice steady. FBI. I didn't believe him. What do you want? I asked, still gripping the fire poker. To keep you alive, he replied. My mind screamed 1,000 questions. Ethan's dead, I said. I buried him this morning. Monroe's eyes flickered. That's what they want you to believe. My pulse thundered in my ears. Who's they? He looked around the room, lowering his voice. We don't have much time. He reached into his coat and pulled out a small flash drive. He wanted you to have this. What is it? Proof. But it'll make you a target too. I took the drive slowly, my fingers trembling. A weight of it felt unreal, like holding a secret too dangerous to exist. Ethan's alive? I whispered. Monroe hesitated. He was, 2 days ago. The room spun. What do you mean was? He didn't answer. Instead, he turned to the window. We need to move. Where? Somewhere safe. I grabbed my coat and the flash drive. Let me get my phone. No phones, he snapped. They're tracking everything. The lights flickered again. Monroe froze. They're already here. A sharp crack. The sound of glass shattering. Bullets tore through the window. Monroe grabbed my hand and pulled me down. Run! We sprinted through the hallway as glass rained down behind us. My heart pounded like a drum. We dove into the garage. Monroe jumped into the driver's seat of my SUV. Get in! The garage door burst open as 2 black cars sped up the driveway. Tires screeched. Monroe slammed the gas pedal. The SUV roared forward, smashing through the side gate. Who are they? I yelled. Private contractors. Someone powerful doesn't want Ethan found. He was an actor, not a spy. Not just an actor, Monroe muttered. What does that mean? He didn't reply. We weaved through traffic, engines roaring behind us. My phone buzzed again in my pocket. Monroe glared. You kept it? I had to. The screen glowed. Ethan, trust Monroe. Go to Studio 9. My blood ran cold. He knows where we are, I whispered. Monroe's jaw tightened. Then he's alive. The car swerved onto the freeway, rain streaking across the windshield. What's Studio 9? I asked. Abandoned film lot in Burbank, Monroe said. Used to be government property. And now? Now it's where your husband worked when he wasn't on camera. I stared at him. You're saying Ethan was part of something bigger? You'll see. Sirens wailed behind us. Cops? I asked. Monroe's expression darkened. Not the real kind. The freeway lights blurred past, a tunnel of golden rain. I clutched the flash drive. What's on this? Files, evidence, something Ethan stole from his studio servers. Evidence of what? Corruption, blackmail, murder. My heart pounded. You're saying he uncovered a conspiracy? I'm saying he died trying to expose one. The rain stopped as we turned into an empty industrial area. Broken signs, rusted fences. A massive building with fading letters. Studio 9. Monroe parked behind a row of abandoned trailers. Stay here, he ordered. Like hell I will, I said, following him out. The air was thick with silence. The studio loomed ahead, dark, lifeless, but a faint light flickered inside. Someone's here, Monroe said quietly. We moved slowly, weapons drawn. His a pistol, Mine's still the fireplace poker. The main door creaked open. Inside, rows of old film sets stretched into darkness. Empty rooms, broken lights, forgotten dreams. My heels clicked against the floor, echoing like heartbeats. In the distance, I saw movement, a figure disappearing behind a curtain. "Ethan!" I called out before I could stop myself. Monroe grabbed my arm. "Quiet!" We crept closer. The light grew brighter. A projector flickered on, casting shadows across the wall. Footage began to play. News clips, confidential files, surveillance videos. Ethan's face appeared again on the screen. "If you're here," his voice said, "it means they found you." I stared, frozen. "Claire," he continued, "the truth is bigger than us both." Static crackled. Morning sunlight streams through the old house window. Mr. Malik sits quietly by the window, sipping his tea, scrolling through old pictures of his son, Ayan, and his girlfriend, Hina. A faint smile crosses his face, mixed with longing. The doorbell rings. He stands up slowly, surprised. When he opens the door, Ayan and Hina are standing there together. "Ah, Hina, you both came," Malik says warmly. Ayan smiles nervously. "Yes, Abu, we wanted to talk." They sit in the living room. Malik pours tea for everyone, just like always. He looks at them lovingly and asks, "So, when's the big day?" Ayan hesitates. Hina looks at him, then back at Malik. Her voice is gentle but firm. "Uncle, we got married yesterday." Silence. Malik freezes. The ticking of the wall clock suddenly feels louder. "Yesterday?" he whispers, setting his teacup down carefully. Ayan nods. "Yes, Abu. Yesterday afternoon." "Without me?" The words come out softly but heavy. Ayan looks down. "Abu, her parents were leaving the country. We didn't want to delay it. I thought you might say no." Malik stands by the window, staring outside. "A wedding isn't something that happens suddenly, Beta. It's something you share with family." Hina's eyes fill with tears. "I'm sorry, Uncle. I wanted you there." Malik turns toward her. "And yet you came here today." His voice softens. "That means something." Ayan steps closer. "I know I was wrong, Abu. I didn't mean to hurt you." Malik exhales deeply. "You thought I would stop you from being happy?" Ayan stays silent. Malik's tone breaks with emotion. "Parents don't stop love, son. They just wish to be part of it." Hina wipes her tears. Malik looks at her kindly. "You're my daughter now," he says softly. Her eyes widen in surprise. "Welcome home." Ayan hugs his father tightly. "Thank you, Abu."